Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're really glad you could join us. Today we're digging into something massive, Digital India. Our source is an easy English essay, and our mission is basically to pull out the key ideas. We want to understand what this whole campaign is, its impact, and maybe where it's headed. Okay, let's unpack this. So to start us off, what is Digital India exactly? Sounds huge.
It is, yeah. It's a major campaign. The government of India launched it back in 2015. And the main goal really is to turn India into a digitally empowered country.
Digitally empowered. What does that mean in practice?
Well, it's about making sure everyone, literally everyone across India, gets access to the internet, to digital tech and online services. And there's a real emphasis on reaching the villages, the more remote areas too.
Oh, okay. So getting it out beyond the big cities, how does the source say this helps people, like in their day-to-day lives, learning, banking, that sort of thing?
Yeah, it's about making all that easier. Think learning new things, handling your money, shopping, even getting government services online.
So connecting people up, using the internet to bridge gaps.
Precisely. And the source breaks it down into three main goals, which is quite helpful.
Okay, what are that?
First, there's digital infrastructure. Basically, internet for everyone. That's the foundation.
Makes sense.
Second is digital literacy. So it's not just having access, but actually teaching people how to use the technology.
Right, the skills part, crucial.
Yep, exactly. And the third is online services, making government stuff and other things just easier and faster to access online. And, if you look at what's happened since 2015, it really has changed a lot about daily life.
Okay, changed a lot. That's a big statement. You give some examples, like what's been the most obvious shift? Maybe money?
Money is definitely a huge one. Financial convenience, people are using their phones, their mobiles, and the internet for all sorts of things now. Paying bills, sending money, banking.
And specific apps?
Oh, yeah. The source mentions UPI. That's the Unified Payments Interface. It's massive. Plus, things like Google Pay, PhonePe, they've become really common. Makes digital payments super simple for millions, often instant.
That UPI thing is everywhere now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Remarkable speed of adoption. What about other areas? The source mentioned education.
Yes, education's seen a big shift too. Schools, colleges, they started using smart boards, doing online classes, using video learning. Mm-hmm. And that whole infrastructure, that shift, it turned out to be absolutely critical during the COVID pandemic.
Ah, right, when schools were closed.
Exactly. Millions of students could keep learning because the online options were there, or getting there.
And it's not just about cities and students.
Right.
What about rural areas, villages?
Definitely making a difference there, too. People in villages are using government apps for, really practical things. Farming tips, for example. Accessing health services information. Getting important documents without traveling miles. The source gives the example of farmers checking crop prices on their phones. Gives them, more power in the market.
That's a tangible benefit. And what about small businesses? The source mentioned tea sellers.
Yeah, even small shops, local vendors, tea sellers. All this progress is happening, it does raise a question. There must be challenges, too.
Good point. It can't all be smooth sailing with something this big. What problems does the source point out?
It flags a few key issues. First, access. It's still a problem. Many people, especially in rural areas, might not have a smartphone, or the internet connection might be really poor or non-existent.
The digital divide, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Then there's the skills gap. Even if you have the tech, do you know how to use it effectively? Some people don't.
So literacy isn't just reading and writing anymore, it's digital literacy too.
Absolutely. And the third big one is security. Cybercrime, data privacy. These are serious concerns when you move so much online.
Those are major hurdles.
Yeah.
Access, skills, security.
Yeah.
How much do these hold things back, and what's being done? Does the source mention government efforts?
They are definitely significant challenges. The source does say the government is actively working on them. Things like building more mobile towers for better connectivity, setting up free Wi-Fi spots in villages, and running digital skills training programs, trying to bridge those gaps.
So ongoing work. Okay, let's pivot slightly. Can we talk about some specific tools or services, real examples that people are using?
Sure. The source mentions several. There's DigiLocker.
DigiLocker, right. I've heard of that.
Yeah, it lets you keep important documents online securely.
Right.
Your AHA card, that's the unique ID number, driving license, school certificates, things like that. No need for paper copies all the time.
Handy. What else?
There's the BHM app. BHM stands for Bharat Interface for Money. It's another way to make instant money transfers, linked to UPI mostly. Then remember the Aroja Set2 app?
Oh, yeah, during COVID, for tracking cases.
Exactly. That played a big role in tracking potential contact and sharing health info, a direct digital health intervention. And one more key thing. Common Service Centers, or CSCs.
CSCs, what are they?
They're like physical centers, often in villages, that help people access digital services. So if you don't have your own device or need help, you can go there to get forms filled, access information, use online services. They act as a bridge.
Ah, that's clever. Like assisted digital access. Those are great examples. You can really see how it's trying to make a difference in people's lives and connect the country.
Yeah.
So looking ahead now, if we connect this to the bigger picture, what's the future looking like for digital India, according to the source?
Well, the source paints a pretty bright picture for the future. It talks about more integration of things like artificial intelligence, AI, making services smarter, more efficient, maybe more personalized. Also, continued improvement in online education, more e-health initiatives, so getting healthcare advice or consultations remotely. And the development of smart cities is also part of it, using tech to manage traffic, energy, services in cities.
And beyond the tech itself, what about jobs and society?
Good question. Economically, the projection is more jobs in the tech sector, which makes sense.
Yeah, a growing field.
And socially, the source highlights how Digital India is helping specific groups like women, students, senior citizens, giving them more opportunities to grow, learn, and participate.
Making it more inclusive, hopefully.
The aim, yes.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you listening in? It seems clear Digital India is a really major push towards a modern India, connecting people, trying to save time, creating opportunities. It's a huge undertaking.
It really is. And perhaps a final thought to consider. India's experience here is quite fascinating on a global scale. You see this massive government push for digital transformation, the rapid scale-up, especially with things like UPI payments. It offers real lessons in how to drive adoption. But at the same time, it really throws the challenges into sharp relief, doesn't it? Ensuring everyone benefits, that digital divide we talked about. Building trust, protecting data. It's this constant balancing act between pushing forward with technology and making sure it's fair, secure, and truly inclusive for everyone. It's something many countries are wrestling with, and India's journey, well, provides a powerful case study, both the successes and the ongoing work needed.